Deep in the valley of Oakhaven, old Elias lived among the most beautiful grapevines in the world. He spent his days smoothing the terracotta earth and whispering to the leaves. To Elias, every vine was a friend, and every grape was a tiny purple gem sculpted by the sun. Elias had 3 sons, Silas and Bram, who were as strong as young bulls but as slow as snails when it came to work. While their father tended the fields, they often sat in the shade of the great oak, watching the clouds drift by. They believed that strength was meant for wrestling, not for weeding. The youngest son, Jace, was just as sturdy as his brothers. He spent his afternoons balanced on a fence post, humming tunes and waiting for dinner. "Why work today when the sun is so pleasant?" he would ask. The 3 brothers lived a life of leisure, much to the worry of their hard-working father. As the years passed, Elias grew weak. He called Silas to his bedside, his voice a soft rustle like dry leaves. "My sons," he whispered, "I have a secret. There is a great treasure buried deep within the vineyard. If you dig, you will find enough wealth to last a lifetime." After Elias passed away, the brothers were eager to find the gold. Bram and Jace grabbed heavy iron shovels and rushed into the vineyard. They began to turn over the heavy clay soil, tossing large clods of earth over their shoulders. They imagined chests filled with sparkling coins and golden crowns. Silas did not want to miss a single inch of the field. He dug near the roots of the oldest vines, carefully turning the soil until it was soft and airy. He wiped sweat from his brow, his hands covered in the dust of the valley. "The treasure must be here somewhere," he grunted, digging even deeper. Weeks went by, and the vineyard looked like a patchwork quilt of turned earth. Every square inch had been dug and sifted, but there were no coins, no jewels, and no gold. Silas and Bram sat together on the edge of the field, their shovels discarded and their spirits low. "Father must have been mistaken," Bram sighed. But as the spring rains fell and the summer sun beat down, something miraculous happened. Because the brothers had dug so deep, the roots of the vines could finally breathe. Jace walked through the rows and gasped. The vines were heavy, with the largest, sweetest grapes the valley had ever seen. The brothers gathered a harvest so large, they had to build new wagons to carry it all. Silas and Jace worked side by side, stacking baskets high with the fruit. They realized that the treasure their father spoke of wasn't gold buried in the ground, but the reward that comes from the ground when it is cared for. Silas and Bram continued to tend the vineyard together, no longer needing the promise of gold to keep them moving. They learned that the most valuable treasure is the strength in their own hands and the satisfaction of a job well done. The vineyard flourished, and the brothers lived in plenty, forever grateful for their father's wise secret.